Hello, hi guys. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Am I audible to all? Is my voice reaching to everyone? Can I get the responses, please? Yes, no. Hi, Mahesh. Good morning. What about others? Am I audible to others? Can I get few responses, please? Okay, all right. Fine. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the responses. All right. So we are going to start our class today from this demo, right? So maybe in your material, the heading would be something different. So in the weekend, I sat and I worked out on this material a little, and the correct heading should be like this for this demo, what we are going to do. So if you see here in this demo, what we are doing, see, firstly, we are, copying the data from blob storage account to SQL database. This we have done in our above demos also. This we have done in our above demos also. So in this demo also, we are doing the same. We are copying the data from blob storage account to SQL database, and then from SQL database to Gen2 storage account. Okay, from SQL database to Gen2 storage account, and then executing multiple pipelines. Okay, if I say here, it would be something like this. Okay, assume this is the one. This is a blob storage account. Here we are having some files. File one. Okay, file two, file three. Like this, we are having some files here. And this is what a blob storage account. This is a blob storage account. Fine. And then from here, from this blob storage account, what we are doing, we are copying the data. We are copying the data from here to our SQL database. Okay. Blob storage account, we are copying this data to SQL database. Okay. So just assume this is our SQL database. Okay. We are moving the data from here to here. Okay. Then this is SQL database, right? Then from here, we are moving the data to Gen2 storage account. This is another storage account. This is what this is Gen2 storage account. Something like this. Okay, fine. So it depends again in the project. It depends again in the requirement of the project. Sometimes it may happen. You may get a requirement like this to copy the data from one to one place, and then from there the data has been copied. You can take that again as source, your destination. See, if you take this case, if you take this case, Then this is source, this is destination. Okay, once that is copied to the destination, then again this will happen from here. Okay, from this destination to this one. So here this destination will become source, and this will become your final target. This will become your final target. So from here to here we are taking one pipeline. From here to here we are taking one pipeline, and then from here to here we are taking another pipeline. Okay, so we are having this as one pipeline. Okay, and another this one as one pipeline. Just doing another pipeline, two pipelines. This we're executing on one pipeline, and this two we are executing in another pipeline. That is what I have mentioned here. Okay, executing multiple pipelines in one go. Just I'll trigger once. What will happen here? Two pipelines will get executed parallelly, one by one, one by one. That is what our demo is. What? Okay, fine. So let me start this demo now. Okay, create a blob storage account, create a container inside the storage account, and upload the multiple .csv files and Excel files inside the container. Okay, fine. So I'll just go here. I'm creating a blob storage account. Okay, I'll go inside this storage account, create one container, make it as source container, and upload some files. Okay, these two are CSV files. These two are Excel files. Okay, I'm uploading files of different formats and different shape. You may come across with this in your real-time projects. Exactly all these demos we are doing as per the real-time environments what we face across. Okay, then next step is database in Azure portal as per the above demo process and procedure. We are going to create a database now. Database we have created. Okay, many times I'll create one database as well. Okay, I'll record all these details because this will need it later to me. Okay, so DB name I'm giving it as DB. Server name I'm giving it as SQL Server in Azure, and then admin name giving it as Gareth. Okay, and password, giving this one. The specified server name is already in use. Okay, fine. Next networking, I'm making it as public. I want to access this server from my local. That's why I'm making it as in a yes. Okay. Don't want all this stuff. It will charge me unnecessarily as of now. I want an empty database. Okay. And I'll take the configuration of my database. Okay. I'll take here standard. I'll take it as 20 DTUs and 20 GB. Fine. I'm just checking all the configurations I have done properly or not. Okay. Let the database server gets deployed here. We'll wait for it for some time. So next, we are going to create an ADF data factory, Azure Data Factory. Next step is creating an ADF. Okay, Azure Data Factory. Once this is done, we'll just hold on. It's almost done here. Let me go here to another window and I'll start for the proceedings of the data factory creation. Okay, I click on create a data factory. Take this as source group. I'll take it as 1910 Naresh ATF. Okay, rest all the things I'm just leaving it to default. Go ahead and create a data factory. Okay, public endpoint. Okay, don't want all this stuff. Okay, this SQL database and SQL server is being deployed. Good. I'll go and I'll create the Azure Data Factory. Okay. Launch the ADF Studios, manage. Okay. And here we are creating a link service. Okay. This is the common steps that we are doing for each and every demo. Okay. I have to write 5, 6 steps. Steps are always common that we are doing every time. If you guys are doing practice, then you can easily catch up. Okay, we are doing this creating of link services for source and target, creating the data sets for source and target, then designing the pipelines. Okay, and then in the pipeline designing some controls accordingly as per the requirements. Okay, so here the same way, once it is got deployed, I'll go here, I launch the studios, and then I'll click on manage plus new in search type block. Okay, click on Azure Blob Storage. Okay, just hold on. It won't work like this. Okay, click on manage. Okay, link services. Click on plus new. Where is our source? Our source is in blob storage account. Our source files is very in blob storage account. That's why I'm searching here for blob. Click on it. Say continue. Give the name. Give the name exactly the same because this we are referring in the other parts of the demo. I'm giving this name. Okay, select the subscription, storage account carefully, test connection, create the link service. Okay, fine. So this is my subscription. This is my storage account. I'm making a test connection. Test connection definitely should get succeeded. It should get successful also. Click on create. If you're doing everything correct, then no need for the test connection if you're confident. If you're confident, okay. Next, author dataset, new dataset. Okay, I'm creating a dataset now for the source. So this is my dataset, new dataset, and I will be going for blob. I'm getting dataset for the source. Continue, delimited text, continue, name. I'll give the name as this one, DS blob files. Any name you can give. And then this is a link service we have created just now. And then what it is saying for file path, click on folder icon. Okay, so here click on this one. Okay, first row as header, import schema as none, and then say okay. Okay, as header, import schema as none, and then say okay. Fine. Next, click on author. Okay, dataset. Click on 3 dots, new dataset in search type blob. I'm creating one more dataset here. Okay, what I'm saying here, I'm saying again blob. Okay, continue name DS blob files to SQL. I'm creating one more data set here for blob files to SQL. Okay, ls files to SQL DB. This one we have created in above steps. Okay, click. After that, for file path, click on folder icon, click on container. This we create inside the storage account. Don't select any one particular file, just click on the container beside. Okay, check the checkbox for storage header. Import schema as none. Okay. Done. Two data sets we have created. Then publish all, publish. Say here, publish all, publish. It is just something like, building. You are doing a build so that nothing will lose if something happened accidentally. That's why you'll do the publish all. Okay, fine. It is required, Mahesh. It is required for our upcoming demo, upcoming steps. I'll just tell you, I'll just show you. Okay. Fine. This is to pull the data from our storage account. This is to pull the data from our SQL database to Gen2 storage account. That's why we are creating two. Okay, I'll you understand automatically once you proceed further. Okay, then click on author pipeline, new pipeline, give this name to the pipeline. Okay, this pipeline is saying what a blob to SQL database. Okay, so I'll come here. I'll say here new pipeline. I'll give the name as blob to SQL database. Okay, in activity space, search for get metadata activity. Get a metadata activity. Drag and drop in the pipeline canvas. General tab, give this name. Okay, click on settings tab for data set DS blob files. Okay, so I'll just come here. I'll say get metadata. Okay, name I'm giving it as what? Get files. Then next on settings tab, DS blob files. Fine. This is done. Now come to pipeline, select the get metadata control, click on settings tab. Yes, we are on the settings tab only. Okay. For field list, okay, click on plus new and we'll say here what okay, child items. Here we'll take it as child items. Okay, that is what I have mentioned here. And then publish all debug. And if we see in output, it will show all the files that we have kept in our blob storage account. Okay, that I have done already. Okay, if we see in output, it will show all the files that we have kept in our blob storage account. So I'll just say publish all. Okay, we have to do step 8 now. Let us wait for the publish to be completed. Say debug now. Okay, see we are getting all 4 files. Conditional split 1 file, order data UK, orders data US, and country response.csv. All the 4 files we are getting as expected in the from this control. This is good. Fine. Next, come to pipeline in activity space, search for filter activity, drag and drop the filter activity. After get filter activity, establish a connection with green pipeline, and in general tab give this one. I'll just first say here filter. Okay, what name it is asking to give. You can give any name, guys, nothing as such. Okay, click on setting, click on settings tab, click on items box. This one, items box. And then say here what add dynamic content. Just click once on get files count. Get files. See what I'm saying here now. Click on settings tab, add dynamic content. Just click once on get files. Okay, and expression will get in the pipeline expression builder and add dot child items. I'm just saying child items as shown below. Okay, so the expression is printed for me. I'll just say here dot child items. Say okay. Click on conditional text box. This one, add dynamic content. Okay, type the video expression and finally click on OK. What it is saying, type this expression. And what we are doing in this expression, we are filtering only the .csv files. We are filtering only the .csv files. We can have, because we are having files of two types, right? Excel access, Excel file also, CSV files also. We are picking up only .csv files to load. If you want only Excel files, then you can say here XLSX, something like this. Then only it will pick Excel files. If you are mentioning here .csv, then it will pick up only .csv file. If you want only JSON file, then you can just type here JSON. Like this, you can apply the filter. This is just a filter that you are applying accordingly. Say here, okay, fine. This is done. Now click on publish all, debug, and here you will see the output for the control activity, get filter control and filter control. Okay, good. I'll say here publish all, publish. Okay, done. I'll say debug now. What I'm expecting from my filter activity that it should pick me only the .csv files. See, total count is 4. Filtered child item is 2. And what is that 2? That 2 is .csv files only. See, conditional split .csv, country response .csv. Out of this 4, it picked only 2 files. Okay, this is what we wanted for. Very good. Things are going as expected. Now, search for each control and drop in pipeline canvas after filter control. Okay, after this filter control, establish a connection with green line between filter controls and for each control. Click on for each control. In general tab, give this name for each file. I'll say here for each. Okay, for each file. Settings tab, click on item box at dynamic content. And click on filter CSV files. Okay, filter CSV files. Okay, an expression will get printed and I want it dot output dot value. I want the value of this output. That's what I've given here. Okay, let me cross check the expression. Activity filter CSV files output dot value. Okay, now double click on for each activity. Okay, and go inside it. And what I'll do, search for copy data control and paste it in the pipeline canvas. Okay, so say here copy data. In general, give the name. Click on source tab. This one. For source dataset box, choose DS block files to SQL. See this one. Okay. This dataset I'm using this time. Okay. Click on open to go inside the dataset. Click on open here to go inside the dataset. Click on parameters tab. Okay. Plus new. source files, right? Click on connection tab here, click on file name text box, file name text box, add dynamic content. Just click once on source file. Then an expression will get printed on the pipeline expression builder. Say okay, done. Fine. Then click on copy data activity, source tab, copy data activity. This is our copy data activity. See copy data activity. Okay. Click on copy data activity, source tab. Click on source file text box. Source file text box. Say add dynamic content. Click on for each file. Okay. An expression will get printed and add dot name as shown in below. Just say here dot name. I need the name of an item, which is nothing but files from this. That's why I'm mentioning this expression. Okay. Click on copy control, sync tab now. Okay, this is copy control. Click on the head of this control. Click on this sync tab. Okay, plus new. I am creating what a data set for my destination. So plus new. I'll where I want to load it ultimately in SQL. So I'm searching here SQL. I'll say Azure SQL database. Click on continue. Okay, I'm giving the name as this one. Okay, link service plus new and name this like this. Okay, I'm creating a link service here. Okay, select the subscription, SQL server name, database name, username, password accordingly, and then click on test connection. Click on create. Okay, so I'll say here subscription is this one. Server name is this one. Database name is Naresh database, Naresh DB. This one. Okay, password is this one only. Let us check test connection. Yeah, connection successful. Click on create. Yeah, click on edit checkbox. Click on edit checkbox. Import schema as none. Import schema as none. Okay, and click on OK finally. Click on OK finally. Done. This is completed. Now, what I'm saying, click on open. Go inside the dataset in sync tab. Click on open. Go inside the dataset. Yes, I'm in the dataset of the SQL what we have created. Click on parameters tab. Plus new. Give the parameter name, but it could be table's name. What I want in the destination in the form of tables, right? The data should be loaded in the form of a table. That is what I am doing it now. Click back on connection tab. Okay. Click on edit checkbox. And then we have to give schema name text box type DBO, and for table name text box. Okay. Just hold on. Schema name text box, we're typing it as DBO. Schema name text box, we're typing it as DBO. This is the object schema of the table name. And for table name text box, click add dynamic content. Add dynamic content. Click on table name. The expression will get printed. This is the parameter we have passed in our above step. Okay. Table name expression will get printed in the pipeline expression builder and say okay. Fine. Come to pipeline copy control. So I'll come back to the copy control. This is my copy control or copy data control. You can say as copy data control. In sync tab, click on table name text. Okay, in sync tab, click on table name text box, add dynamic content. Okay, click on for each file. Okay, and then expression will be getting printed as shown below. Add dot name. Just say here name of the table. Okay, I'm just making it dynamic with the parameters values. Okay, come to copy activity, click on sync tab for table options, choose auto create table. So here I'm saying here auto create table. Create the table automatically for the for in that inside the database for the number of files. Okay, for every file one separate table I'm asking you to create. Okay, for table option auto create table radio button in sync tab only. Yeah, in sync tab auto create table I have done. Click on table name text box, add dynamic content. Okay, I'll say here this one and put the below expression in pipeline expression builder and click OK finally. Publish all, publish all debug. Okay, I'm what I'm saying here. I'm just saying replace okay item dot name dot csv to blank because else my table will also get with an extension of dot csv. So for that reason, what I'm saying, okay, I'm saying replace okay blank with dot csv. Okay, fine. Else my table name would be having okay like whatever I'm having in the source. Let us take if I come here to our source storage account. From here we are copying the data, right? So my table names would be something like this. Okay, conditional splitter dot csv. Like this, the table name will come. I don't want. I want the table name should be dbo dot conditional split. That's it. So to remove this csv, I am writing this expression. Replace dot csv expression just with a blank. That's it. Okay, for that reason I'm mentioning. Now all the tables are created in our database with all the data inside the tables. Okay, so what I do now, okay, I'll say okay, I'll say publish all, I'll say publish. Okay, the publish is completed. Yeah, okay. Now if I come here, open SSMS, this you have to install in your laptop base. This you have to install in your laptops. Okay, I'll say the name as a SQL Server in Azure 1515. Right, this is what the name we have given now. If I come here to home, if I say SQL database, if I say here, see what it is showing. SQL Server in Azure 1515.database.windows.net. Okay, that is what I have passed in Azure 1515.database.windows.net. This is the login name Gareth I have given, and I'll give this password whatever I have given at the time of creation. Say connect. Okay, this is our destination database SQL DB. Now see, this is our database we have created at the time of database creation and server creation. If I expand the tables, we are having some default tables. Do we have our tables like conditional split and what are the source files we are having? Conditional split, country response. country response, conditional splits. Do we have these tables? No. See, we are not having these tables. We are having some other system tables kind of stuff. Okay, so what I am saying now, once I run this pipeline, automatically the data will be loaded to my destination SQL database. Okay, so I'll say debug now. Okay, just wait for some time now. It will execute all the controls, get metadata control, file control, for each control, copy data activity control. Okay. Okay, nice. It's been done now. Okay, for each is still executing. Hold on. I come here. I'll take a refresh. Yeah, see, I got the two tables loaded. Two tables loaded into my database. If I say a new query, let me check data came or not. Select a star from, okay, DBO data conditional split. See, data came. Very nice, very nice. If I check the other table, yeah, data came in this table also. Hence, one stage is done. One stage is done. Up to here, one stage is done. Okay. Now, what I'm saying that this will become my source now, database, and my destination would be Gen2 storage account. My destination would be Gen2 storage account. Okay, getting guys, is that clear or not? And for that, I'll go and proceed for the further steps. Okay, my screen is not visible to Mahesh. What about others? Guys, is my screen visible to others? My screen is at sharing. Can I get the responses from others? Is my screen not visible to anyone? Okay. So that is what, no. My screen is at sharing only. Mahesh, just drop the class and then join again. Mahesh, drop the class and then join again. Okay. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, Divakar. Okay. All right. So what I'll do now, I'll go for the next stage. That is what now? I'll make my SQL database as my source and my target would be Gen2 storage account. Okay. Till now, we have done this one. This is completed now. Okay, we copied the data from blob storage account to SQL database. Okay, we have, copied the data in the form of a table and table, all the tables. If you're having 10 files and 10 tables will be created here automatically. Two files, two tables, three files, three tables like this. So we have created one table conditional split. We have created one more table that UK data something. Now, this part we have completed. Now, I'm going to start with this part now, second part. Here, SQL database, would be the source now, and target would be the Gen2 storage account. Okay. What is this, Ramakrishna? Can you show me the difference of pipeline at copy control and copy data activity in ADF? I didn't get your question, Ramakrishna. Can you show me the difference of a pipeline at copy control and copy data activity in ADF? I have to check. Mostly the copy data control you say, or copy control, copy activity you say, whatever it is, mostly we use this control as our last one. Okay, I'll check. To copy the data from our source to target. To copy the data from our source to target. Okay. Okay, between step 14 and step 15. Okay, I'll check. I'll check. Okay. Come to pipeline at copy data control. Okay. Here, what you are doing, you are setting up your target here. What you are doing, you are setting up your target, mentioning that you want the tables to be created in your target with the same file name as it is, whatever the file name, with the same name, you need a table to be created as per the file name. That's what I'm saying here, item.name. Okay. And when it comes to step 15, what we are doing here, copy data activity. Okay, it's, you can call it as control also, copy data control. And here for table options, choose auto create table. So here I am saying that automatically create the table in my destination. Okay. Here I am saying table should be created with the same file name as it is, and how the table should be created. It should be created and automatically. And we are having one of the features called auto create table, that we are doing it here in this step. Okay. If you come here inside this, so we are having an option called auto create table. So in ADF version 1, I believe this option was not there. But when Microsoft has launched ADF version 2, then they have given some amazing features like this. There is no need for you to write any expression here. Just check this option, auto create table. Automatically, it will create the table based upon the number of files that you are going to have in your source. Okay. And then what I'm saying here, click on the table name text box, add dynamic content, and I'm putting this expression just to ensure. If you don't put this expression, it doesn't matter. Why I'm keeping this expression, I told very clearly. The table will also be getting created with the same name of the file, because here I'm saying the item.name. So whatever the file name I'm having, like conditional split.csv, say in the same way the table will get created and it will get loaded. But table having extension .csv seems sounds abnormal, sounds irregular. So that's why I'm saying here, I don't want this .csv extension for my table name. Just replace it with the blank. That's why I'm passing this expression here. Okay, fine. Next, what I'll do, I'll go for the Gen2 storage account creation. This would be my final destination. Okay, example SQL to ADLSA and container inside the storage account. Okay, so I'll go here now. I'll keep this like this only. I'll come to home. I'll go to storage accounts. I'll click on create. I'll say here 1910. I give some name. The name would be something like this, SQL to ADLSA. SQL to ADLSA. Some name I'm giving, guys. Any name you can pass. Okay. Rest of all these things I'm leaving it to default. I'll go ahead and I'll create this storage account, Gen2 storage account. Okay. Now I'm creating a new pipeline. Name this pipeline as PL. Okay, pipeline. PL stands for pipeline. SQL DB to ADL. Hold on for some time. Ramakrishna, is that clear to you? What I have explained in the step 14 and 15. So let the deployment gets completed here. I'm waiting for it. Once it gets completed, I'll come here. I'll create a container inside this data lake storage. I'll create one container. I'll say here destination container. Okay. And what I'll do, I'll create a new pipeline and giving the pipeline name as this one, SQL DB to ADL. Okay. Drag and drop the lookup activity in the pipeline canvas. What I'm saying, drag and drop the lookup activity in pipeline canvas and give the name as get tables. No spelling mistakes, guys. I'm giving the name as get tables. In settings tab here, in this control only, search type for SQL. Now I'm getting a okay data set for this control. Azure SQL database. Click on continue. I'll give the name as DS input tables because this time my source is water tables in the database. Link service files in SQL table. I think we have created this one. LS files in SQL tables. This is the link service that we are creating. Next, uh, this link service we have created in step 12. Okay. Check the checkbox edit. Okay. Import schema as none and say okay. Import schema as none and say okay. Then next, create a new data set in search type Gen2. This is for our destination. The data set which we are creating now, this is for our destination. So I'll say here Gen2 storage account. Where we want to store our data as a final destination, Gen2 storage account. That's why I'm saying here Gen2, select this one, say continue. Okay, now in which format we want? I'm taking delimited text only, say continue. Give the name DS ADL Gen2. Okay, link service, I'll create a new one, plus new. I'll give the name as link service for ADL Gen2. Select the subscription storage account carefully. Test connection, create for. Okay, I'll just select the subscription. This is my this storage account. Okay, this is my source one. This is my destination one. Okay, test connection. Connection successful. Click on create. This is done. For file path, this one we have to pick. Okay, destination container. Click on OK. First row as header. Import schema as none. And then say OK. This is done. Step 18. Come to lookup activity in settings tab only. The lookup activity is this one. Settings tab. Okay. Uncheck first row only checkbox. First row only checkbox. Uncheck this checkbox. Okay, for use query, click on query radio button. We don't want the first row. That's why we are unchecking it. Okay, we want as it is, how it is there in the file. Okay, how it is there in the table. Exactly, we want the same in the file. That's why I'm unchecking the first row only checkbox. For use query, click on query radio button. Okay, click on query radio button. Click on query radio button. For use query, click on query radio button. And then here we'll write the query. That is what I'm saying here. Okay. For use query, click on query radio button. Okay, then a box will appear for us. Click on that box, click on add dynamic content and paste the below query. So this one, say add dynamic content and pasting the below query. This is the query we are having. Select star from database name info schema table where table type is equals to base table. Here in above query for the database name, pass the SQL DB name what we gave at the time of DB creation in Azure portal. Example, something like this. So if I take this query, if I take this query, if I come here, okay, what name we have given for our database? Naresh DB, right? So here we have to pass Naresh DB. But for Naresh DB also, let me check here. Naresh DB. Okay, see, this is our database name. This is our server name. No space is there. So what I'll do, I'll take this one. Perfect. Okay, that's the only thing you have to make the change. Copy the script, come here and paste it. Okay, fine. Here in above query for database name, pass the SQL DB name. What we gave at the time of DB creation, exactly we have done. After passing the query with database name, change. Okay, database name, change, click OK. Database name change, click OK, publish all debug. Say OK. Say now publish all, publish. Okay. Then we'll do the step 19. Very big demo. This is a very big demo actually. Okay. Click on debug now. Let us see the output. What we are going to get it. Okay. See is here. It is going to pick. Okay. Two tables for us. And what is the two tables it is going to pick for us? First is country response. The other one is conditional split. Okay, fine. Good. This is fine. What I'll do next, drag and drop for each activity. Same for each activity we have used in our previous pipeline also. Establish a connection. Okay. Click on for each activity, general tab, name, give this one. Giving this name. In settings tab, click on item checkbox. Okay. And then say here, add dynamic content. Click on get files, get tables, sorry. Click on get tables and add the value. Okay, at activity get tables dot output dot value. Say okay. Fine. Then double click on for each activity. Okay, means go inside the for each activity, and then he have to drag and drop the copy activity. Okay, and then here we'll give the name, copying the data from SQL database to ADL Gen2 storage account. In source tab plus new, in search type SQL. Where is our source? It is SQL now. That's why I'm selecting here Azure SQL database name. I'll give this name. Okay, link service. I'll files in SQL table. Okay, check the edit box. Import schema is none. Click on open. Okay, import schema is none. Okay, fine. Click on open, and then click on edit checkbox. Now we have to pass the parameters here. Click on parameters tab. Okay, plus new. For name text box, pass the table schema. Okay, so after clicking on parameters tab plus new, for name text box, pass table schema. Where is name text box here? Achha, this one. I'm passing it as what? Table schema. That is DBO, and click again on plus new. For name text box, pass table name. I'll pass here schema dot table name. That is a DBO dot table name. Table name, table schema, table name. Okay, come to pipeline now. Okay, I'll come here. SQL to ADL pipeline. This pipeline, not the first one, not this one, this pipeline. Okay, come to pipeline, copy activity. Yeah, this is my copy activity only. Okay, in source tab for source dataset text box drop down. Okay, in source tab for source dataset text box. Source dataset text box, where it is? Yeah, this one. Source dataset text box. Drop down, choose DS input SQL tables dataset. This is why we are changing the dataset here. This is just a refresh we are doing to populate the parameters. Actually, we're having only one parameter, table schema. Table name is not coming. So just to refresh. So what I'll do, okay, yeah, see now it came automatically. Just to refresh, table schema only was there. No, I got the table name also. That's what I have mentioned here for your hint. This is just a refresh we are doing to populate the parameters. Click on table name text box, add dynamic content. Okay, and click on for each table and add dot table schema. Okay, as shown below. Same for table name text box also. Okay, dot table schema. Same here. It would be dot table name. Okay, done. Come to copy data activity. Of course, we are in copy data activity only. Click on sync tab. This is the destination settings. This is all the source settings. Now this is the destination settings. Okay, click on sync tab. For sync dataset, choose the ADL Gen 2. ds adl gen2. Click on plus new in sync tab only. Okay, insert type gen2, continue, delimited text, continue, will give name ds output files. This is the very final destination, guys, that we are working upon. Output files, link service lsadl gen2. Click on folder icon, click on container. This container I want to store it here. Okay, directly. Okay, in directory box pass as output tables. Acha, here I'll pass as output tables. Inside the container I am creating one more folder, something like with the name output tables. Okay, check the first row as header, import schema as none. Okay, now click on open in sync tab only. Go inside the data set. Okay, click on parameters, say plus new. We are giving the name as file name. Pick it from our source. Click back on connection tab. Click on file name text box. File name text box. Add dynamic content. File name. Okay. Okay. That's it. Finished. Now, step 23. Come to copy activity. Sync tab for sync dataset carefully. So copy activity this one. Okay. Come to copy activity. Sync tab. For sync dataset carefully choose the DS output files. DS output files. This one only. We are having DS output files only. Yeah, this one only. DS output files. Click on file name text box. This one, file name text box. Add dynamic content, place the video expression in pipeline expression builder and click on OK finally. I'm saying that concatenate the value of a .csv. Once it converts to the file, I want it to be in the what? .csv extension, the files. That's what I'm mentioning here. Okay, I'm just concatenating the table schema and table name to .csv. That is what I'm saying here. Click on copy activity. Click on source tab. Click on open. Click on connection tab. Okay, click on schema name text box. Yeah, this one. Add dynamic content. Click on table schema. Add dynamic content. Click on table schema. Okay. Same step. Click on table name text box. Add dynamic content. Table name. This one. Say okay. Publish all. Debug. Hence, we now can see what all the tables we have in SQL DB will be loaded into our ADL Gen2 storage account in the form of .csv files. Let us see now. I'll come to my destination. That is my Gen2 storage account. This one. Okay, so here if you see, I'm not having any data, any files as of now. Nothing, nothing is there. Okay, I'll say here publish all, publish. Okay, let us wait. Let the publishing gets completed here. Okay, publishing is completed. Okay, I'll come back here and I will say debug. Okay, hold on, guys. There are multiple controls here also in this file. Lookup is there, for each is there, and copy data control is also there, right? Okay, it's been completed. I'll come here, I'll take a refresh. Now see, the folder got created. Inside this folder, two files also got copied. Super, super. This is what we want. Fine, this is good. Now, this part is also completed. This part is also completed. Now, what I'm saying now, in a note, now delete the tables from DB, .csv files from destination storage account for sure, so that when we execute the pipeline again and can load the data as shown below. What I'm doing here, delete the tables from SQL database. So what I'll do, I'll delete this table. I'm running both the pipelines now from the beginning, so that I don't want the tables here also. Okay, and I don't want the files in my destination also. Fine, this is very much clear now. What I'll do, I will just take a refresh to ensure that the tables are not there. Okay, in my first scenario. And what I'm saying next is tables from database I have deleted and .csv files from destination storage account also. Okay, because when I run the pipeline from the beginning again, then it should not show me any problem. I'll straightforward delete this. Fine. Now, what I'm going to do, both I have deleted. If you want to execute multiple pipelines one after the other based upon the project requirement, then we can create a new pipeline. Name pipeline execute pipeline. Okay, PL execute the pipeline. So I'll create a new pipeline. Okay, I'll give the name as this one. And then in activities pane, search for execute pipeline activity. Execute pipeline activity. Execute pipeline activity. This one. This activity we are using it for the first time. Okay, in activities pane, search execute from drag and drop in the pipeline canvas. In general tab name, execute first pipeline. Execute first pipeline. This name. Okay, in settings tab for invoke pipeline, choose invoke pipeline. Choose blob to SQL database. This was our first pipeline, right? Blob to SQL database. Okay, drag and drop execute pipeline activity again. Okay, establish a connection between these two. Come here, give name as execute second pipeline. In settings tab for invoke pipeline, choose the second one. Okay, SQL to ADL Gen 2. Publish all, debug. Publish all. This is done. Now I'll say debug. So when I say debug, both these pipelines will execute one by one with the help of this third pipeline. And this pipeline will do its work where it will copy the data from blob storage account to SQL database. And then we can see the tables again back here. And this pipeline, SQL database to ADL, this SQL database will be source, and here we'll see the files again. Okay, debug. Now silently wait for some 5 minutes. Okay, first is completed. So we'll go and check whether we are having the tables back or not. Super, super. See, tables came back. Means the data is being copied. This is super. Okay. Next is what? Okay. Second pipeline also completed. This should be back folder and files. Yeah. Oh, very nice. See, this also came. That's it. Okay. Hence, here we can say that, we have executed multiple pipelines, okay, in one go, and we have loaded the data from blob storage to SQLDB, then from SQLDB to Gen2 storage account. Fine, guys. So I'll stop the class here. Okay, the demo was in between. That's why I did not stop the class in the middle of. Okay, let me finish the demo. That's why I have taken a little bit long today. Okay, so it depends, guys. When the demo is in between, I cannot stop the class. So if something like sometimes it may happen at 8:20, 8:15, something we are having a very big demo to do, then I'll stop the class because I don't want to stop in the middle of the demo. and the next day it's quite difficult for me to continue. Fine. So thank you so much for your patience, guys. Okay, I'll stop the class. Tomorrow we'll discuss from here. Tomorrow we'll discuss from here what it is. All right. Fine. So all right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm also feeling hungry. Okay, we'll connect again tomorrow. Bye, everyone, guys. Take care.